Hi everyone, it's Kelly Laverty with Be Rooted Wellness Studio, and I'm here again with the Movement Monday. This is all about coming in to set an intention for each Monday on how you might move and how you can take things going on in your life, and with a little movement, you can shift. And I'd love to invite you to practice along with me this week on noticing those feelings that are just hard. Those feelings that make us want to turn off, disconnect, and get out of our body. So, working with some clients this week, the feelings of stress and tired came in, and just like, when we're really stressed and just have a lot going on, it just feels heavy. We just feel like exhausted and done, right? And it's just so hard to hold that feeling and not want to just shut off, not want to go veg on the couch and like doom scroll or just go to sleep, right? Often we just are like, we're still doing the things, we're getting stuff done, but we just don't feel energized. We don't feel good. And I'm not telling you that we need to feel good all the time. My message to my clients and for myself is to remind me that it's okay to have a low energy day. It's okay to not feel great. But I think our pattern, I know my pattern is when we're feeling that way, I'm judging myself and I'm saying, come on, get my act together. Why am I not doing something? Why am I not feeling good? Why am I not productive right now? And we're skipping the step that helps us realize our body is telling us something. Our feelings are supposed to be information. That's all they are. They're not something to judge and make us feel like we are broken or we are bad or something's wrong because we're feeling irritated or anxious or tired. Those are feelings that are supposed to help us to assess and to know what's going on in our life and how we might then move from that place. So how do you do that, right? How do you actually use emotions as information? That's what our Movement Monday practice is all about this week, is how you can take what you're feeling and move it, right? And that's really what dance movement therapy is. That's what I work with my clients on each week, is to come in and connect with their body and let's move so we can feel and figure out and experience more about ourselves, and then use movement to transform that into expression, into release, into whatever they might need. And so I want to invite you to do that. This is not a dance therapy session, but at home, it's a practice that you can do. You can connect with your body and ask yourself, what does it need right now? How moving might help you figure out a way to move forward? How moving in the moment and experiencing your body might give you more information about your next steps, and might just allow you to let go of the judgment and let go of the expectations on yourself. If connecting in is really challenging for you, if it is something that is too overwhelming to do on your own, you start to do that, you start to have feelings coming up that you don't know what to do with. Often we have tamped those down, we have closed those in and gone into protective mode in our life. That's when you need support. So I'd really invite you to reach out to me. We can do virtual dance movement therapy. You could come take a class here and in Westchester, Pennsylvania, in our studio, if you're local. But if you're not, please reach out for support. Not only do I do one-on-one support, but I also have an online course where you can practice this and get more coaching around these practices. But in the meantime, I hope you will just join me, and I hope you will come into your body. Allow yourself to just arrive, just kind of say, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this practice right now. And that's helping your mind shift to the moment. Maybe you do a few little shifts to feel your body present here and now, feeling your feet on the ground. If you're in a chair, that's okay. You could shift a little bit, feel your seat. Take a breath, listen with your ears to the sounds around you, to your breath. Maybe look around and see your space. Close your eyes to feel inward and to tune in, maybe seeing what images are going on, maybe what thoughts, but let your thoughts come to your senses, right? We're gonna just start by moving in a way that helps you explore your senses. So there's no right or wrong movement to start with. Maybe you start with your hands and you start to notice how it feels to move them, how actually touching hand to hand might bring warmth, might feel nice, might feel not so nice. You might notice, like me, this winter climate here on the East Coast, is my hands very dry, so I'm noticing that. I'm just noticing though, without judgment. It's very hard, but without judgment, just notice how it feels to start to move. And as I move my hands, I start to move my arms, and I start to notice my shoulders and my back. And I might notice tension, I might notice sensation. I'm not judging, I'm not using that for anything more than just being here and noticing my body is present, right? So I'm just wanting you to notice that and see if you could start to shift, now that we know we're here, into movement that takes the energy and puts it in form. So let your movement take on your energy. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling weighed down, what might that look like? And if you close your eyes, just focus on what it feels like. What is your movement guiding you? How does your energy guide you to move? Our movement right now is just communication from the body, and it's letting our mind observe. It's letting our mind go, oh, the upper body is really heavy right now. There's tension. As I breathe though, it starts to feel good to move my spine. It starts to feel good to move my shoulders. And then that's connected, I'm noticing to my hips. And as I notice that connection, I'm noticing my legs are moving. So I'm just noticing, oh, as I move, as I felt heavy in my upper body, I let that energy move through and noticed everywhere else my body was moving. And right now, my legs are moving and carrying me. And it actually feels kind of fun right now to rise up and go forward. And I'm not overthinking this. I'm just starting to move and see how my energy is moving me. How I'm letting it shift and change based on just the sensations in my body parts. So my legs weren't feeling as heavy as my upper body. Now that I'm letting them take the lead, I'm getting a little bit more quickness and getting a little bit of lightness and a little bit more fun. I still feel tense right here though, I'm noticing. So as my legs are going, I'm gonna see how maybe I can bounce. And if you were here with me, I would be helping you. I would be observing the movements. That might be hard for you to observe in yourself right now, but I want you to just notice anything at all and let yourself follow that. Let yourself feel it. So as I'm letting my movements develop, I'm noticing my breath change a little, and I'm noticing I want to release a little. I want to stretch. Take that tension I feel as I stretch. I'm still feeling some tension in my shoulders, my back, but there's a little bit more energy, a little bit more feeling. And I'm kind of allowing myself to let it drop. So I'm feeling energy coming through, and I'm feeling it all the way down my arms, and then all the way really down into the ground, through my spine and my legs. They're all feeling connected right now. And I want you to notice from your feet to your head, how is your energy? Is it flowing? Does there feel like there's connection? Do you feel open? Do you feel more closed right now? Notice your positioning. Notice what feels most comfortable to you right now. Do you still have energy that wants to move, or are you feeling more still? There's no right or wrong. This is just noticing how, by starting with your feeling, your initial feeling, mine was heavy, I went there, I let it be something that was present, and I explored it. And it really didn't take long for my body to tell me, oh, I want to open. I want to move a little forward and back. My legs have some energy. I want to keep exploring that. And I want to just wiggle out a little bit. So for me, that heaviness, I think, is a pattern that when we don't have anywhere for it to go, when I don't have anywhere to put my stress, it just gets trapped. If I acknowledge that I'm feeling that way and start to move it, it feels permission to change a little, to explore, and I have more opportunity to express, to move, and it feels different in my body. And that opens up my mind into experiencing that different. I'm not as heavy feeling right now. I'm feeling a little bit more, instead of tightness here, I'm actually feeling more energy here, which makes me have a response of, I want to do a little bit more deep breathing, a little bit more focus and connection, maybe care on my stomach. Maybe I'm holding my anxiety or feelings in my belly right now. So I'm going to explore that more. And I want to encourage you to explore how your body's responding. Take out the judgment, maybe make a comment here, or reach out if you have questions, if this sparked some thoughts or you're not really sure how this works. My overall takeaway is to notice how much we ignore the negative and try to jump to, I need to feel better, I need to feel more productive, I can't feel this way. If we just open ourselves up to say, hey, it's okay to feel low, it's okay to have a negative, like, what is that like? How is my body responding? How do I carry that? What does that feel like in my body right now? Without judgment or story, like the actual physical feeling. How am I moving with that feeling? Let the movement then communicate back up and see how it changes. See how it changes your experience of your feeling and of yourself. So movement can bring a lot of change that can't happen without the body, without moving, right? We can't just think our way to change. So that's the power of movement and the power of dance movement therapy. And I'd love to invite you to try us out here in Westchester, Pennsylvania at Be Rooted. Come for a class that helps you get out of your head and into your body, or reach out to do some one-on-one dance movement therapy, which is psychotherapy, counseling, that helps you to change and shift through movement. We're not just gonna talk about it. We're not gonna just talk about our feelings. We're gonna feel them. We're gonna move them. And we're gonna find some movement in your life. So I'd love to talk more, and I will see you next Monday for the next Movement Monday. If you don't already subscribe and follow us, please do. And please reach out to get on our email list so that you never miss a Movement Monday and you hear about all our studio happenings. Take care, and I'll see you next time.